is ongoing. Theft is one thing usually covered by homeowners insurance, along with damage and liability, but policies have limits.
And as we enter into the flood season here in Utah, KSL investigator Matt Gebhardt went looking into when water damage is covered and when it's not. Matt?
Yeah, Deanie, Mike, this may sound a little far-fetched as Kevin wears his white coat and I stand in a snowstorm, but eventually all that snow up in them there hills is going to melt, and if it's anything like other years, at some point it's going to melt too fast and some of it's going to end up in people's basements. So what will your homeowner's insurance policy cover, and when are you going to be on the hook? You ask, KSL investigates. When it comes to homeowners insurance, there are certain things you can just count on being covered. Damage from fire, that's going to be covered. Damage from wind, check. Damage from water, well, that one's a bit tougher to answer.
Water damage claims are among the most common claims that homeowners make.
I took it to Michelle Magna with Insurance.com. She says thousands of homeowners every single year are shocked when the inside of their home ends up wet and their insurance company leaves them high and dry. Rule of thumb, she says.
One way to look at it is water that comes from the sky or above is covered.
So, for example, in a heavy rainstorm, if your roof leaks, that's going to be covered. But if that rain makes it to the ground and then floods into your house, not covered. And alas, snow runoff falls into that latter category.
You would need a separate flood insurance policy.
But home-ruining water does not just come from Mother Nature, as many folks in Texas learned last month. So who pays when there's a burst pipe or an overflowing sink?
That water damage would be covered under a standard home insurance policy.
As for that runoff, remember, you cannot wait until you see rain in Eubank's 7-day forecast. For a flood insurance policy to be good, you have to have had it for at least 30 days before the flood.
You want to be prepared before you're in the middle of that.
Yeah, and one other note about insurance, if you, say, have a flood in your house because an appliance malfunctions, your dishwasher runs all over your kitchen floor, the homeowner's insurance will pay to fix the floor. They're not going to pay to fix your dish.